In this video, we're exposing the shocking truth about what's really in your beer. The 8 brands you need to avoid immediately. From GMO ingredients and herbicide contamination to synthetic additives banned in other countries, what you're about to discover might completely change your next trip to the liquor store. And here's the good news. Stick with me until the end because I'll reveal the 4 truly clean brands that beer experts actually trust. Let's crack open the truth and separate the real brews from the chemical cocktails. Michelob Ultra. Starting at number 8, Michelob Ultra markets itself as the healthy choice for fitness enthusiasts. But that's clever misdirection. While it's true the beer contains only 95 calories, what they don't advertise is the genetically modified corn used to create the alcohol base. The brewing process includes corn syrup and dextrose derived from GMO corn, ingredients that traditional beer purists would never touch. Michelob Ultra contains propylene glycol alginate, a synthetic thickening agent that helps maintain foam, which is the same chemical family used in automotive antifreeze. The FDA classifies it as safe, but European brewers refuse to use it on principle. The beer also includes artificial hop extract rather than real hops, stripping away the natural compounds that provide beer's traditional benefits. Tests have detected glyphosate residue, the controversial herbicide sprayed on GMO crops, in concerning levels. What makes this particularly troubling is that active people drinking Michelob Ultra after workouts believe they're making a health-conscious choice when they're actually consuming pesticide traces and synthetic additives. The ultrafiltration process removes most of the beer's natural nutrients, leaving little more than alcoholic water with chemicals added back for flavor and texture. 7. Stella Artois. At number 7, Stella Artois hides behind its Belgian heritage and premium pricing, but laboratory analysis reveals disturbing truths. Independent testing in 2023 found Stella Artois contained detectable levels of glyphosate herbicide from contaminated barley. The beer uses genetically modified corn and rice as adjuncts to reduce costs while maintaining the appearance of premium quality. Stella contains caramel coloring, specifically Class 4 caramel color, which forms 4-methylimidazole during production, a compound that caused cancer in laboratory studies. California requires warning labels for this chemical, yet it appears in Stella without disclosure in most states. The beer includes isinglass, a fining agent derived from fish bladder, used to clarify the liquid. While technically natural, many consumers with fish allergies or dietary restrictions have no idea they're drinking fish derivatives. Stella uses corn syrup in fermentation, and while most converts to alcohol, residual amounts remain. The aluminum cans are lined with BPA, a hormone disruptor that leaches into the beer, especially when cans are stored warm or past expiration dates. For a beer marketed as sophisticated and pure, Stella's ingredient reality tells a very different story. 6. Corona Extra Corona. Extra's beach party image masks some serious ingredient problems. This massively popular import contains propylene glycol, used as a stabilizer to maintain consistency during long shipping periods from Mexico. The beer includes GMO corn syrup that provides fermentable sugars, completely absent from traditional brewing methods. Laboratory testing revealed concerning glyphosate levels, with Corona ranking among the highest for herbicide contamination in popular beers. The clear bottle, while iconic for marketing, allows light penetration that creates free radicals and degrades beer quality, which is why Corona adds extra preservatives to compensate. These preservatives include tetrasodium pyrophosphate, a synthetic compound that prevents discoloration but adds unnecessary chemicals. Corona contains high fructose corn syrup in small amounts to balance flavors lost during mass production and extended shelf life requirements. The beer uses modified food starch derived from corn to improve head retention, another additive traditional brewers would never consider. Consumer reports note that the lime wedge tradition actually started because the beer's flavor needed masking. At 148 calories per bottle with 14 grams of carbohydrates, Corona delivers more sugar than necessary. The combination of GMO ingredients, herbicide contamination, and synthetic additives makes this beach beer more chemical than craft. 5. Bud Light. Approaching our top 5 worst offenders, Bud Light reigns as America's best-selling beer despite its concerning ingredient list. The beer contains genetically modified rice and corn, with rice being the primary grain instead of traditional barley. Bud Light uses corn syrup during fermentation, contributing to the light body but also adding GMO derivatives into every can. The beer includes multiple synthetic stabilizers, including propylene glycol alginate, which prevents separation but adds chemical complexity. Independent testing discovered glyphosate residue at levels that raise flags among health researchers studying cumulative pesticide exposure. Bud Light contains artificial hop extract rather than real hops, eliminating the natural anti-inflammatory compounds found in traditionally brewed beer. The beer uses high fructose corn syrup in small quantities to achieve flavor balance after stripping away natural malt character. With 110 calories per can, those calories come almost entirely from alcohol and residual sugars with zero nutritional value. The aluminum cans contain BPA lining that leaches into the beer, with studies showing higher exposure in people who drink canned beer regularly. What makes Bud Light particularly problematic is its market dominance, meaning millions of Americans consume these additives weekly without knowledge. The beer's ultra processing removes anything beneficial while adding back synthetic compounds for taste and stability. 4. Coors Light. At number 4, Coors Light's Rocky Mountain spring water marketing hides the chemical reality inside each silver can. The beer contains genetically modified corn syrup as a primary fermentable sugar, replacing the malted barley that defined beer for centuries. Coors uses isinglass fish bladder derivative for clarification without any labeling requirement, leaving consumers unaware they're drinking animal products. The beer includes caramel coloring to maintain consistent appearance across massive production runs, specifically Class 30 and V caramel colors associated with potential carcinogen formation. Laboratory analysis detected glyphosate herbicide residue from GMO corn and contaminated barley, with Coors testing among the higher contamination levels in mainstream beers. The brewing process incorporates hop extract oils rather than whole hops, eliminating beneficial compounds while maintaining bitter flavor through chemical constituents. Coors Light contains stabilizers including chelcolloid and carboxymethyl cellulose to prevent cloudiness, both synthetic additives never found in craft brewing. At 102 calories per can with 5 grams of carbohydrates, those carbs come from corn-derived sugars rather than natural malt. The beer's extended shelf life of 6 months indicates aggressive preservative use beyond what fresh beer requires. Consumer advocacy groups note that Coors refuses to disclose full ingredient lists, hiding behind loose alcohol labeling laws that don't require complete transparency. The combination of GMO ingredients, synthetic additives, and herbicide contamination makes Coors Light a chemical compromise of what beer should be. 3. Miller Lite. Claiming the number 3 spot, Miller Lite pioneered light beer in 1975, but also pioneered cutting costs through chemical shortcuts. The beer contains genetically modified corn and corn syrup as primary ingredients, with actual barley malt comprising less than half the grain bill. Miller uses hop extract rather than real hops, creating bitterness through isolated chemical compounds instead of the complex beneficial oils found in whole hops. The beer includes propylene glycol alginate as a foam stabilizer, the same synthetic compound found in processed foods and industrial applications. Independent testing revealed significant glyphosate contamination from GMO corn and herbicide-treated barley, with Miller Lite ranking consistently high for pesticide residue among tested beers. The brewing process adds enzymes, including amyloglucosidase, to break down carbohydrates into fermentable sugars, creating an unnaturally dry finish through chemical intervention rather than brewing skill. Miller Lite contains caramel color for consistency, specifically types associated with 4-methylimidazole formation during production. The beer includes modified food starch from corn to improve head retention and body, another synthetic addition absent from traditional brewing. At 96 calories per can, Miller Lite achieves lightness through dilution and chemical processing rather than careful ingredient selection. The aluminum packaging contains BPA-lined interiors that leach hormone-disrupting compounds directly into the beer. What makes Miller Lite particularly concerning is its positioning as an everyday beer, meaning regular consumers accumulate exposure to these additives over years of drinking. The beer represents everything wrong with industrial brewing, prioritizing profit margins over ingredient quality and consumer health. 2. Heineken. Coming in at number 2, Heineken's green bottle and international reputation can't hide its ingredient problems. The beer contains genetically modified corn used during fermentation to boost alcohol production while cutting costs on barley malt. Heineken uses a strain of yeast that produces higher levels of acetaldehyde, the compound responsible for hangovers, compared to traditional brewing yeast. The beer includes caramel coloring, specifically Class 4 caramel color, containing 4-methylamidazole, to maintain the signature amber hue across global production facilities. Laboratory testing detected glyphosate herbicide at concerning levels, with Heineken showing some of the highest contamination among European imports. The green bottle allows light penetration that creates skunky flavors from photodegradation, so Heineken adds extra stabilizers and preservatives to compensate for this packaging flaw. These preservatives include potassium metabisulfite, which can trigger severe reactions in people with sulfite sensitivities, yet no warning appears on labels. Heineken contains hop extract oils rather than whole hops, eliminating the natural antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that make real hops beneficial. The beer uses isinglass fish gelatin for clarification without disclosure, making it unsuitable for vegans and people with fish allergies who drink it unknowingly. At 142 calories per bottle with 11 grams of carbohydrates, Heineken packs more sugar than necessary for proper beer production. The combination of GMO ingredients, synthetic additives, high acetaldehyde production, and herbicide contamination places Heineken near the top of our warning list. For a beer marketed as premium imported quality, the ingredient reality reveals industrial shortcuts and chemical compromises. 1. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Taking the #1 spot as the absolute worst beer you can drink, Pabst Blue Ribbon combines every problem on this list into one Blue Ribbon disaster. The beer contains the highest levels of genetically modified corn and corn syrup of any tested brand, with corn comprising over 60% of the fermentable ingredients instead of traditional barley malt. PBR uses hop extract pellets rather than real hops, completely eliminating any beneficial compounds while maintaining basic bitterness through chemical isolation. Independent laboratory testing in 2024 found PBR contained the highest glyphosate contamination levels among all major American beers, with herbicide residue exceeding levels that raise serious health concerns among toxicologists. The beer includes multiple synthetic stabilizers, including propylene glycol alginate, calcaloid, and modified food starch, creating foam and body through chemistry rather than quality ingredients. PBR contains caramel coloring with confirmed 4-methylamidazole presence, the potential carcinogen that California requires warnings for, but appears unlabeled in most states. At 144 calories per can, with 12.8 grams of carbohydrates, PBR delivers pure empty calories from corn-derived sugars and alcohol. The beer's rock-bottom pricing reflects rock-bottom ingredients, with PBR using the cheapest possible inputs to maximize profit margins. What makes PBR particularly dangerous is its recent resurgence among younger drinkers who view it as authentic or ironic, leading to regular consumption of the most chemically compromised beer on American shelves. The combination of maximum GMO content, highest herbicide contamination, synthetic additives throughout, and complete absence of quality ingredients earns Pabst Blue Ribbon the dubious distinction of worst beer in America. The 4 best beer brands after exposing the chemical offenders. Here's hope for beer lovers who want clean drinking. These 4 brands prove beer can be brewed right, with real ingredients and zero compromises. 4. Samuel Smith's Organic Ale. Starting our safe list at number 4, Samuel Smith's Brewery in Yorkshire, England, has been brewing since 1758 using methods that honor tradition over profit. Their organic ale contains exactly 4 ingredients: organic malted barley, organic hops, pure water, and yeast. Nothing else. The beer is certified organic by the Soil Association, Britain's most rigorous organic certification, meaning zero pesticides, herbicides, or GMO ingredients touch any part of production. Samuel Smith still ferments in traditional Yorkshire stone squares, a brewing method abandoned by industrial producers because it's labor-intensive and expensive. This traditional fermentation creates complex flavors naturally without chemical intervention. The brewery uses whole cone hops from organic farms, providing all the anti-inflammatory compounds and antioxidants that hop extracts destroy. Each batch undergoes natural conditioning for weeks, developing character through time rather than through additives. At 5% alcohol content with 150 calories per bottle, Samuel Smith's delivers full flavor and body from real ingredients rather than chemical shortcuts. The beer contains no stabilizers, no preservatives, no GMO corn, no fish bladders, no synthetic anything. Brewmasters note that Samuel Smith's represents what all beer tasted like before industrialization corrupted the brewing process. The organic certification means independent testing confirms ingredient purity, unlike conventional beers that hide behind loose labeling laws. For beer drinkers seeking authenticity, Samuel Smith's proves that real brewing still exists. 3. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. At number 3, Sierra Nevada pioneered American craft brewing with uncompromising ingredient standards that remain gold standard today. Their pale ale contains only malted barley, hops, water, and yeast, with every ingredient sourced for quality rather than cost. Sierra Nevada owns and operates its own organic hop farm, ensuring clean, pesticide-free hops with full beneficial compound profiles intact. The brewery uses 100% whole cone hops, never extracts or pellets, preserving the natural oils, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds that make hops nutritionally interesting. Sierra Nevada's barley comes from contracted farms that follow strict protocols limiting pesticide use, with regular testing for contaminant levels. The brewery invested millions in solar panels and water reclamation, demonstrating environmental commitment that extends to ingredient sourcing. Each batch undergoes traditional fermentation without enzymes, shortcuts, or accelerants, taking weeks to develop complexity naturally. At 5.6% alcohol with 175 calories per bottle, Sierra Nevada delivers robust flavor from generous, real ingredients rather than chemical enhancement. The brewery publishes complete transparency reports including water sources, hop varieties, and barley origins, a level of openness that industrial brewers would never risk. Independent testing consistently shows Sierra Nevada has undetectable glyphosate levels and no synthetic additives. Nutritionists note that quality craft beer, like Sierra Nevada, consumed in moderation, can provide antioxidants and compounds that support cardiovascular health. For 45 years, Sierra Nevada has proved that commercial success doesn't require ingredient compromises. 2. Allagash White. Coming in at number 2, Allagash Brewing in Portland, Maine creates Belgian-style wheat beer using old-world methods and new-world ingredient integrity. Their white ale contains malted barley, raw wheat, oats, hops, coriander, and Curacao orange peel. Every single ingredient is natural, whole, and carefully sourced. Allagash uses organic wheat and barley whenever possible, maintaining relationships with farmers who prioritize soil health and minimal chemical intervention. The brewery employs traditional Belgian yeast strains that create complex flavor profiles through natural fermentation, never rushing the process with enzymes or temperature manipulation. Allagash adds real coriander seeds and dried orange peel during brewing, creating the signature spice notes through actual ingredients rather than artificial flavoring. The beer undergoes bottle conditioning, meaning it continues developing character naturally through secondary fermentation, creating natural carbonation without forced CO2. At 5.2% alcohol with 170 calories per bottle, Allagash White proves that wheat beer doesn't require corn syrup or rice to achieve light, refreshing character. The brewery won B Corp certification, meeting rigorous standards for social and environmental responsibility that extend throughout their ingredient supply chain. Independent testing shows zero glyphosate contamination and no synthetic additives, confirming their ingredient claims. Beer judges consistently rank Allagash among America's finest breweries because they refuse to compromise traditional methods for profit or convenience. For drinkers seeking authentic Belgian-style brewing without flying to Brussels, Allagash delivers genuine quality. 1. Live Oak Hefeweizen. Taking the top spot as the absolute best beer you can drink, Live Oak Brewing in Austin, Texas, represents brewing perfection through simplicity and patience. Their Hefeweizen contains just 4 ingredients: German malted barley, German malted wheat, German hops, and traditional Bavarian yeast. That's it, nothing else. What makes Live Oak extraordinary is their commitment to decoction mashing, an ancient German brewing technique that takes 8 hours instead of the 2 hours most breweries use. This labor-intensive process extracts maximum flavor and nutrition from grains through temperature-controlled steps, creating complexity through brewing skill rather than additives. Live Oak imports authentic German ingredients, including barley malt, that meets Reinheitsgebot purity standards, the 500-year-old German beer law that permits only water, barley, hops, and yeast. Every batch undergoes 6 weeks of lagering at near-freezing temperatures, developing smooth character through time rather than through chemicals or shortcuts. At 5.3% alcohol with 165 calories per bottle, Live Oak delivers full-bodied satisfaction from generous, real ingredients. The Hefeweizen style naturally showcases wheat's smooth texture and yeast's clove banana notes without needing artificial enhancement. Live Oak refuses to filter their beer, leaving beneficial yeast and wheat proteins intact, providing B vitamins and compounds that industrial filtration strips away. Independent testing confirms 0 contamination, 0 additives, and 0 compromises. Live Oak proves that when you start with perfect ingredients and apply centuries-old brewing wisdom with patience and skill, you create beer that's not just safe but genuinely beneficial in moderation. This is what beer is supposed to be: simple, pure, and honest. There you have it. 8 beer brands loaded with GMO ingredients, synthetic chemicals, and herbicide contamination, plus 4 that actually honor what beer should be. Before your next beer run, remember this: check for organic certification, avoid brands using corn syrup or rice, and choose breweries that prioritize traditional methods over massive production. If this changed your relationship with beer, hit that like button, drop a comment telling me which beer brand you want investigated next, and share this with everyone who deserves to know what they're really drinking. Subscribe and smash that notification bell so you never miss content protecting your health and exposing the truth. Thanks for watching. Until next time, drink wisely.